And there we are. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm not sure how many of you are watching already. I'm sitting here alone because, believe it or not, Sasso is busy testing the Zibo upstairs, and everybody's sitting there watching him because he's giving some nice real-world training tips and stuff for the guys as well. And I'm on my lonesome self, obviously, now. So I'm going to just let the flight run. There are a couple of things we need to look at, like deceleration, acceleration, things like that. That looks kind of out of place, all right? And the whole point is just to get it on video so Zibo can have a look when we want to refer him to certain aspects and certain things. All right, other than that, it's just a normal leisurely flight, and you guys must just enjoy it with me. I hope we have a nice long chat in between so it's not too boring for both parties. Enjoy it. What is the call sign of Skymatix? The call sign is Skymatix. We call ourselves Skymatix. It's the Skymatix VA. Oh, and somebody sent me a question on that. I better quickly go to Discord so I can answer him. 73 Samster. Okay, I'm going to answer him when I'm in the air. But literally, we call ourselves Skymatix. Doesn't matter the network. Exactly what you wrote, sir. Skymatix is the call sign. What I can do is I can add maybe a little bit more information in there for you. So let's do this. Call sign equals Skymatix. My KO equals X and Toyota equals 8. So those are the designators. VBV. Well, if you do not have X-Plane 12, 355 will not work. 355 is specifically for X-Plane 12, and 354 is specifically for X-Plane 11. And you cannot mix them. The systems are so much different. I know there's a common fallacy amongst the people that don't know any better. They think that X-Plane 12 is just an extension of, or the same thing as X-Plane 11. It's not. The significant changes under the hood prevents the aircraft from running crossover. You might still get away from running an X-Plane 11 aircraft, you know, dilapidated and all, but still in X-Plane 12, but you're not going to get an X-Plane 12 aircraft to run in X-Plane 11. So that's just how it is. That's why we have version updates and upgrades. Anyway, I like all the questions. Keep them coming. I'm ready to push. So I just need to make sure my ACARS is running, and I'm not going to fly online, so I don't care for IVAO. I did set it up just in case somebody wanted to fly, but ain't happening. So I am literally going to ask Linda before start procedure. Let her get going.
Before start procedure.
No problem. Guys, this is going to be a reasonably long flight. So the more questions you ask or the more comments you make, the better for me too, that I don't fall asleep or get bored this side. I'm obviously keeping my eye on the testing side of things, but feel free, you know, talk in between. Right.
Before start procedure complete.
Thank you, Linda. So,
ready for before start
checklist. And you may start engines.
No, we're not starting pushback. Hello, SWE. Guess why we're not starting pushback? We do not have our APU running. I didn't want to start it before the stream because then, I mean, I've been sitting here for almost an hour waiting. SWE, no, I didn't. No, I didn't see that yet. I'm not sure if you're going to actually see BBV. Jan, sorry, I see your name, Jan, there at the end. Jan, I'm not sure if you're going to physically see the difference, okay? But I'll tell you now, there's new airfoils. the whole aerodynamics is different. Instead of having 3 points on the airfoil, now there's 9 points. The weather, in X-Plane is different. So the whole flight model is totally different in X-Plane. No, I didn't connect to Iveo. No. If you want to fly with, I will connect. Just let me know. But yeah, it's a totally different ball game. The one big thing which you obviously cannot see is in X-Plane 11 354 version of the Zibo mod, an older version of the ex-LOWI scripts were used. Now it's been updated. It's now the latest version, and obviously Zibo is now incorporating new code. Zibo rewrote and made his own code for the engines and engine performance, for the beacon light that we showed you guys yesterday, just to name 2 sections. He's busy literally getting rid of more and more of the default X-Plane code, changing it to more C++ code and things. And those are not really things that you'll see. The difference that you're going to see, obviously, is now when we do the test, you're going to see a speed mishap or a VNAV mishap or something. This is why we document it on video, so that when we point it out to Zibo, we can say to him, well, look, there's the flight, this is what happened, go have a look-see, and then Zibo goes and fixes it. You understand? So, all right, let's get this going. My son's moaning, he says it's too loud, so I'm going to just bring my volume down a little bit. Alright, so I'm not even sure which ramp I'm at. I hope I don't spawn on top of you. Alright, now there you are. Right, so I think I'm ready. I must just get the APU on the bus. And I'm pushing back. I hope we don't have ATC in the area. Oh, please tell me there's no ATC. Oh, there we are. There we are. Hang on. We've got ATC here. Damn it. LOWI Center. Who are they? Who's that? This is Wien Radar.
7 Victor Lima. Schaffst du das? In 36 Meilen 13.000 Fuß zu senken?
I'm going to put my flight plan in here for you quickly. Give me a second. I'm using runway 8.
Ich hoffe es. Also
Ne, ich muss es halt wissen, weil ansonsten muss ich dich halt hinten anstellen. Deswegen frage ich dich, ob sich das bei dir ausgeht. Weil wenn, dann wird der Flieger so oder so versuchen, den Vertical Profile zu vermeiden.
da man nicht sicher bin,
Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Alright, I need to
Stand by.
get my whiteboard and my marker.
Okay, roger. Right heading 040, descend 8,000 feet, QNH 1037.
sehr gehen auf Victor Lima.
Start number 2
Heading
engine.
040, 8,000 feet, QNH 1037.
Wien Radar Skymatix 001 at Innsbruck.
Seven Victor Lima, 8,000 feet, QNH 1037.
Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
25 and 2.
QH 1037 and descend 8,000 feet off Lima.
Ocean 177, now you are identified, direct timber.
Direct timber, Austrian 1779.
Skymatix 001 Wien Radar, good evening, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. We just want to find out if
Starter
you are
cutout.
controlling Innsbruck because we need to ask IFR clearance in that case. Skymatix 001.
And EGSS Stansted, Hamilton 5 Juliet, Kilo Papa Tango 5 Juliet departure, climb level 160, squawk 1413.
Squawk 1413 on the Kilo Papa 5 Juliet. Kilo Papa Tango 5 Juliet departure of runway 08 for Stansted, Skymatix 001.
Correct. CD505, humidity frequency, see you next time, goodbye.
Switching to unit com 122.8 CD505, thank you.
SWE, no, I don't. I haven't had artifacts in quite a while, eh? One four one three. Right. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Vienna Control, good evening, Skymatix 123 in Innsbruck, clearance for EGSS, please.
Flaps 5 set.
Austin 1 to 40 and 5, tar correction 6,000 feet, KH 1037.
Descent 5,000, KNH 1037, Australian 124.
Austin 7, Victor Lima, descent 5,000 feet, left, actually direct Whiskey 971, sollte schon ausgehen. You're cleared, ILS 34.
Descent 5,000 feet and Whiskey 971 and number 1 and cleared for ILS runway 34 officer.
Vienna Control, good evening, Skymatix 123 in Innsbruck, clearance for Stansted, please.
Yes, I will call you back. Austin 1779, humidity frequency, see you next time, goodbye.
Unicom 122.8 for Austrian 1779, servus.
Austin 12, disregard. Skymatix 123 in radar, good evening. You are cleared. Stansted, Kilo Papa Tango 5 Juliet, departure, climb level 160, squawk 1157.
Can you send me the wall cycle in on Aurora, please?
Confirm you wanted to know your initial climb clearance.
Skymatix 001, ready for taxi at Innsbruck.
001, okay. I don't know if you pushed back before calling me in any case. 08 Alpha, QNH 1030.
Holding point Alpha for 08, QNH 1030. Yes, sir, we did not know that you were on line. Apologies, we did push back.
Windrider, good evening, Swiss 270, call fast level 330 inbound, 2 knots.
Austin 124, right heading 080.
Turn right 080, Australian 124.
Austin 7, Victor Lima, free speed, and you may descend 3,000 feet for the intercept.
Descend 3,000 feet for intercept officer Victor Lima.
SWE, sorry, it got a bit hectic.
276 Golf in radar, grid
One of the things I do know about artifacts is it's usually related to Vulkan and memory management, you know, VRAM, specific with your graphics card, but more than that, I honestly don't know. Before takeoff procedure.
Before
276 Golf for direct Takeoff.
Alex David, please, 276 Golf.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
I think that should be Alpha over here. Wind radar Skymatix 001 ready for departure at Innsbruck.
Skymatix 001, line up backtrack 08, wind 08, 084, 08, you're cleared for takeoff.
Thank you, sir. Cleared for the lineup and takeoff on 08 and copy the wind Skymatix 001. Doing it out of memory now. Don't want to starve them of oxygen at the back. I'll double check everything just now.
Oscar 7 Victor Lima established on runway 34.
If anybody knows I'm doing
Caution
it incorrectly, I do apologize. I'm really doing it from memory now.
Heading 310, clear LS34.
Maybe I must get my checklist going.
Clear ELS 34, Australian 124.
Awesome, Victor Lima, wind 03084, runway 34, get to land.
Get to land, runway 34, Austin 7 Victor Lima.
I did it wrong, yeah. But double check everything before I go. Ooh, the moon. Look at the moon. Right, so isolation. Right back switch auto. Isolation valve is closed. Right, okay. Then left back is auto. That's fine. Left bleed off, APU on, right bleed off. Now we've got it. So now what we're doing is we're giving all the engine power to the engine, all the air pressure. And the APU gives the oxygen at the back. Right, so now we should have a better takeoff. Let's go.
Stabilized.
Toga. Hello, Magnus. Welcome, welcome.
Takeoff thrust set. knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
And we have gear up. Ooh, I'm sure. I still wanted to read it. I saw it was published, but I never got a
Ready
chance
for
to read.
pushback in Innsbruck, Skymatix 123.
Right, here we go. Come on, Dave.
Acceleration altitude.
Skymatix 123, I will call you back.
Wire and radar, this is Air Portugal 191 on OB 172.
Portugal 1981, wind radar, good evening, reflex block 1000.
Flaps 1 set.
Squawk 1000 for Air Portugal 191.
Australian 124, full establish ILS runway 34.
Number 2.
Number 2, Australian 124.
Windrider Schnapper, Ryanair 8 Fox Lima, level 3, fast human landing in
Right, now we work it the other way around.
8 Fox Lima, wind radar, group
That's all good, and now maybe you can come off.
Direct Kuvex.
Direct Kuvex, 8 Fox Lima.
Ocean 124, wind 030 for runway 34, clear trend.
SWE, that's part of the takeoff process, my friend. I only had to switch it off now after I reversed everything I did.
To your gate, ciao.
Hey, why are you turning that way? Turn back, quickly.
So, Portugal 1981, you are identified. Start Whiskey 971, straight in LS 34.
Oh, that's a bit of a bug.
Skymatix 001 identified.
Thank you, sir, and we're climbing to flight level 160 as instructed. Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 123. After that, Boeing 737 behind you, you push inside approved QNH 1030.
100. Landing lights switches off. Logo lights switches off.
SWE, if you give me a minute or 5 until we just get out of the airspace here and we can go to Unicom. I'll quickly show you the checklist. There you go. That's quick preview. I'll talk you through what I did.
Swiss 276 Golf, descent level 170.
We descending 170, Swiss 171, please go.
Skymatix 001, cumulative frequency. See you next time, goodbye.
Thank you for your service, sir, and we're switching Unicom Skymatix 001. Amazing. Right, let's talk about this thing quickly. No problem, no problem. I'm killing time here. You can switch your attention off if you're not interested, but I'm pretty sure other guys might be interested, so let's see. So basically what we have at Innsbruck is we've got a very short runway, right? So for that we use the flaps 10, and we want to let all the available energy that's possible in the engines to stay in the engines. All right, you want all the air, the duct pressures, everything must be maximum. Okay, if you have the air conditioning system running, that bleed air comes from the engines and goes through into the cabin so the guys don't suffocate. So the way that you handle it is then this way. So on a short field, or if you are above 10,000 feet, it's the same procedure. You will literally just switch the switches in the little way that I've written it there. This comes from the FCOM anyway. And basically what you do is you then reroute your APU air through the ducts into the cabin, and you keep all your bleed air in your engines, giving you maximum power for takeoff, because if you don't have enough power, you are going to overrun the runway and end up in the bushes or at the pub or somewhere on the other side. And that's basically all that it is. And once you've taken off, and you obviously did this procedure, you have to now do it in the reverse. Now, one of the pitfalls, one of the problems that you have in the real aircraft is if you use APU bleed and this left engine bleed, your number one engine bleed at the same time, you will blow your APU out of its sockets. You'll destroy it. So that is why it's very important to run the C form, you know, like a C. Yeah, always start at the top, then come down. And then when you want to retract it, you start from here, get rid of APU before you switch on that switch. Otherwise, you're going to blow it. All right. And then you just go through the motions. And this all happens after you've retracted your flaps and you're clear to start your normal climb and all those things. And that's it. That's in a nutshell what happens. Carol, hello. Welcome. Right, so from what I see now, once we go in German airspace, we're going to have to contact EG or EDGG, that's Langen information. Okay. Flight information only. Okay, so they don't actually control. We'll wait until he calls me. Jarl, there's a couple of reasons for it, but basically you need to make sure you're on the latest NVIDIA driver. You need to make sure that your computer is powerful enough, and get rid of any of your X-Plane 11 scenery. Those are the big tips. All right. Then your bigger tip, the biggest one is start the flight with the Charlie 172. Use your Cessna 172. Start the flight. Once you are at the gate and everything is stabilized, switch over to the Zibo and then it will work. That's the only thing we can do at this point in time. You're welcome, SW. Yeah, that's the quickest way to just work around it. Yeah, the Zibo can't be compared to other aircraft. The Zibo is a very heavy aircraft to load in, and neither X-Plane nor NVIDIA and all their bugs that they have give enough resources to the Zibo to start up. You know, so the Zibo obviously in the long run will be changed into C++ coding language, and then it should be a much leaner, easier aircraft to load. But To load it currently, you need a lot of power in your system, and unfortunately, the instability in X-Plane and the NVIDIA driver just doesn't lend itself to it. So the only workaround we currently have is load the default aircraft, try the Cessna 172, and then switch over. That's all it is. All right, so let me answer the questions here on Discord as well, while you guys think of more questions or chat or whatever. You know what I forgot? Got to climb. Yeah, SWE, it's a killer rat. It's terrible. As much as we try that, I'm talking now specifically Zibo and Twixter, as much as those guys try and play catch up the whole time, it's demoralizing. I can just imagine, you know, you giving it your best and then they change something and then you have to chase your tail again, and it's very uncomfortable to say the least. Alright, so I'm just going to zoom kind of like this so the guys can see what's happening and when it's happening and things like that. So we're going to go back to legs. It's better. Hello, Thunder. Thank you for joining me.
No problem, Nico. Sasso was getting a little rambunctious there, so I decided to come down here.
Okay. Right, okay, well, I'm getting close to this guy's airspace, but he says it's information only, so I'm going to disregard him until he calls me. The next airspace that will come up will be Langen radar, so I'll have to keep my eyes on those ones to see when we get there. Carol, you're lucky. My update to the latest X-Plane 12 over the last couple of days was 56 gigabytes. It took for freaking ever to download. It was painful. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that, Rob. Just start with your 172 first, and then you should be okay. Daryl, don't try and outsmart us, buddy. Not saying that you do, but I'm just giving you fair warning. We've done everything we could to try and fix this. It's not a Zibo problem. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. The only way is start that 172 first. Once you get to the gate and everything stabilizes, switch over to the Zibo. Problem goes away. In terms of the gigabytes that we're talking about, just remember, guys, not everybody installs the whole world. So if you only have like a 10 or a 20 or a 30 gigabyte, chances are you didn't install the whole world, because I do the whole world, and that's why I had 56 gig. So you guys might want to go and just double check, you know, which portions of the world you actually have and covered. Yes, Gerald, the Cessna 172, start with the 172. You start your flight, you go stand at the gate where you want to be. Once that thing is loaded and your X-plane is stable, you know, you can look at your hard drive light. Once that light has stopped turning, go change to the Zibo and it will work. Unless, of course, you didn't install the Zibo correctly. That's another problem, another discussion in itself. I'll ask Thunder here to explain to you how to install the Zibo correctly. Hey, Thunder.
I heard you.
Oh, but you're not saying anything. That's why I prompted you.
Silence is golden.
I got you. I got your back. Don't worry. I'll help. Yeah, no, I got the message, but I was kind of looking for a reaction. So sorry, Thunder.
No problem.
Tell you what we do. Tell you. Now, let's be clever about this. We'll ask the moderator there on the stream, Steve. Steve can give us a whole explanation of how to install it. But then the two of us are off the hook, Thunder.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, well, that's good enough. Read the install guide. There you go.
That's what we all had to do.
Exactly. Step 1, download and read the install guide. Step 2, come back if you don't understand or if it still doesn't work. Wow, I've got 107 nautical, well, 107 knots wind from the right-hand side. Thunder, I'm going to stream for you guys here on Discord, so then you don't have to look 8 seconds behind. Then you can just watch here and you'll have it real time.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Uncle John, and hello, Dave on stream. Yeah, what a crosswind, man.
I'm going to reboot the cab, so coming back in soon.
All right, okay. Who's that? Dimitri and Rab and Mac. Yes, hello, guys. Yeah, you can see this hee-haw, up, down, the whole time. That wind is crazy.
Oh, you've got... Now, funnily enough... Now, Sasso, when he had the crosswind like that, I don't think it was doing what it's doing to you at the moment.
But which version of the Zibo has he got? Remember, I've got the latest 6B.
It was the... Yeah, he was flying 6B.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, you're in the climb at the moment, aren't you? Yeah. His main problems was when he the tailwind situation. Well, John's was. You're gonna move into more of a headwind in a minute, aren't you? See, it's only moving 1 degree, but the wind's not changing. 2 degrees. That's crazy.
Thousand to level off.
That makes sense, Nick. Oh, here he is. We were just looking, Sasso, at the wind variation. It's about 2 degrees, but look how the climb attitude is varying.
Exactly. It's too much.
And look at the N1 at the moment as well.
Crazy eye.
Well, mind you, it's in climb, so it should be N1.
Langen radar, Wheeling 118, altitude 5,000 feet.
That's settled down now.
Wheeling 118, Langen, hello, identified. Expect ILS approach, runway 07, turn right heading 240 and descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1035.
Just need a minute.
Okay.
Expecting ILS approach, runway 07, turn right heading 240, descend 5,000 feet, and QNH 1030. Wheeling 118.
Langenräder, guten Abend, Lufthansa 5, Mike Lima, passing level 265, climbing.
The 5 Mike Lima, Langen, good identified. Climb flight level 300, direct APEC.
Climbing level 300, direct APEC, danke, Lufthansa 5, Mike Lima.
Langen radar, Skymatix 001, inbound at dead go from the south.
That were 2 stations, I understood Skymatix 001, Langen, hello, identified.
Thank you.
Lufthansa 5, Juliet Fox, ready for taxi and waiting for Lima 17.
Lufthansa 5 to the Foxtrot, roger, taxi by November 5 and Lima, hold to Lima 17.
November 5, Lima, holding shot at Lima 17, Lufthansa 5, Juliet Fox.
Lufthansa 1, Lima, Mike, descend 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet?
Wheeling 118, descend 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Wheeling 118.
Turkish 8 Fox 2, Langen?
Turkish 8 Fox 2, apologies, cross runway 07 center, taxi Lima 1, hold to the Lima.
Crossing 07 center, Lima 1 and holding shot.
FedEx 505, you are a little bit slow, turn left heading 060.
Left 060, FedEx 5. Lufthansa 31, descent flight level 110.
Descent flight level 110, Lufthansa 31.
Well, I have 311 nautical miles for top of DC.
Turkish 58 Foxtrot Zulu, taxi to gate Bravo 46 via November 1 and November.
And Dimitri, what's the verdict?
Sorry, what was that, Nico?
What's the verdict? Did you get your box?
Yes, I did.
Nico,
Yes.
do we have information about Arkan?
I sent him a PM, not a word yet, because when I heard about that earthquake, I immediately thought of him. Huh?
Yeah.
He's much further north, isn't he?
As far as I know, yeah. More northwest.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about, as far as I know. This is very much south east at the moment, on the border with Syria. Yeah.
I almost had a fight with a guy in Lebanon today because he said he felt it. And my first inclination was, there's no way you can feel it from Turkey.
Yeah,
and then I looked at
could.
the map and I went, oh my goodness, it's right there in that little valley there. In the, oh.
When you think that they felt it in Cyprus.
The 5 to the Foxtrot, taxi Lima 17, holding point, report ready.
Mac, we've had earthquakes in Botswana that rocked us here in Joburg. You know, so I'm not a stranger to it. We've had a couple of, you know,
The T1, you're not
we get like 3 or 4 or 5
200.
tremors, you know, on a good year because of all the mines in the area here, you know. Even just a flippant tremor is enough to make you sit upright and, you know, look at the roof if it's not coming down.
FedEx 505, descent 3000
That
feet.
makes sense. UK are sending a team of 76 people already. I heard a helicopter earlier.
Oh, you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've also got Go teams that have dispatched as far as I know.
Yeah.
Hello, Christer.
Listen, 1 Lima Mike, descent 3,500 feet.
Anyway, Nico, was just a quick hello. I'm going. Yeah, we had a bit of test earlier.
I know. I watched some of it, but I was
kind of busy. Yeah. All right. Enjoy the rest of the evening, gents. I will talk with you in the next days.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen, the 38 Echo, contact Brussels Control 131.1, ciao.
I'll spend the rest of the day today and probably tomorrow, Nico, setting it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it takes a while, eh?
Austrian 1779, contact Brussels Control 131.1, ciao.
131, Austrian 179, danke schön,
FedEx 505, turn left heading 360, cleared ILS approach runway 32 right.
Let me tell you, Nico, that 490 is huge.
I can imagine.
Lufthansa 31, turn right heading 240, descent flight level 80.
Conversion 240, descent 80. Lufthansa 31.
Gotcha, Christer. Right.
Lufthansa 1 Lima Mike, wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 07 right, clear to land, long rollout Mike 9 approved. The 5 to the Fox, are you ready?
Negative 7 not ready.
Roger.
Lang radar, good evening. Ryanair 742 at site level 360.
Ryanair 742 Langen, hello, identified. Proceed direct Dinkelsbühl, Delta Kilo Bravo.
Proceed direct Dinkelsbühl, Ryanair 742.
And Ryanair 742, descent flight level 250.
Wow.
Descend flight level 250 and proceed direct Dinkelsbühl, Ryanair 742.
Then 04862.
Lufthansa 5 Juliet Fox ready.
Lufthansa 5 Juliet Foxtrot, wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 07 cent active for takeoff.
07 cent active for takeoff, Lufthansa 5 Juliet Fox.
Right, so
Well,
that should
hello,
be
contact
fine.
470
Execute
inbound
in
Nusra, advise level 300.
past.
Contact 470 Langen, hello, identified.
Then let's go back. Let's see. Flight 737. Hello, welcome.
Danke, bis dann, ebenso. FedEx 505, connect Cologne Tower 1249 at 0, ciao.
SWE, yeah. I know what happened there. Yeah, 737, I need to upgrade again. My 6 terabyte drive for my autos is full. And I'm going to have to get another 12 or 14 or 20 terabyte drive just for autos. But that will come. I'm not worried about it right now. It will come. But my auto drive is chock and block full. There's not space for a mouse in there anymore.
I don't know whether you've got a business case for it at the moment, but on Western Digital's website, they're doing a special offer of 2 18 terabyte drives at a reduced price. I don't know whether you've got an argument to sell
Skymatix
one.
001,
Right now. I wish I had Mac, but not right now.
Skymatix 001, proceed direct Liaison.
I proceed direct Redzu, Skymatix 001.
Yeah, confirm Liaison, Lima, India, Romeo, Sierra, Uniform.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. Let me find it quickly. Skymatix 001. Redzu. Ah, got it. Thank you, sir. We found Lerzu. We're going direct Skymatix 001.
The 5 Mike Lima for turn right heading 340 for separation.
Right turning 340, Lufthansa 5 Mike Lima.
Lufthansa 31, correction. First Lufthansa 5 to the Foxtrot identified, climb via split flight level 130.
See you, SWE. Thanks for stopping by.
Lufthansa 31, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1037.
QNH 1027, descent 4,000.
1037.
Right, 248 nautical miles to go.
Correction 1037.
Lufthansa 1 Lima Mike, taxi via Mike and Mike 8, hold sort of Cat 2 holding point runway 07 center. Lufthansa 1 Lima Mike negative, Cat 2 holding point runway 07 center.
No, 737, I worked late, and this is now my sim time.
470, turn right heading 265 for separation. Contract 470, turn right heading 265 for separation.
Turn right heading 265, contact 470.
Center 5 Mike Lima, turn right heading 360.
Right turning 360 Lufthansa 5 Mike Lima.
Center 3-1, expect ILS approach runway 07 right, wenn ich es schon gesagt habe.
Center 3-1, expect ILS approach 07 right.
Center 5 to the Foxtrot, climb flight level 230, direct Zulus.
Climb flight level 230, direct Zulus, Lufthansa 5 to the Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 1 Lima Mike, contact tower 119 LS Banana 05, ciao.
Crabbing quite a bit, eh?
Lufthansa 3-1, any reason you are turning?
Lufthansa 3-1, I have the wrong route in my flight computer. I checked it now and I am now on the right route.
Lufthansa 3-1, roger, turn right heading 255.
Lufthansa 3-1, 295.
Lufthansa 3-1, negative 255.
Lufthansa 3-1, heading 255.
Ryanair 742, descend flight level 240.
Descend 240 for Ryanair 742.
Contract 740, proceed direct Tolvo.
Proceed direct Tolvo, contact for Zibo.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Lima, direct APEC.
Direct APEC, Lufthansa 5 Mike Lima.
Good evening, I'm Radar Global Transfer 8, flight level 240.
Global Transfer 8, lang, schönen guten Abend, identified, direct APEC.
Direct APEC, Global Transfer 8.
Langräder Rot, also Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Yankee.
Delta Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Yankee, Langen, hallo. Contact Langräder 119, Decimal 110.
119, 110, Delta Alpha Yankee.
Lufthansa 5 Mike Lima, when ready descend to reach level 250 at APEC.
When ready descending level 250 to reach at APEC, Lufthansa 5 Mike Lima.
Lufthansa 5 to the Foxtrot, further climb on Unicom, ciao.
Further climb on Unicom, thanks to service, bye-bye. Lufthansa 5 to the Fox.
Lufthansa 31, turn right heading 040, clear ILS approach runway 07 right.
Turn right 040, continue ILS approach 07 right.
Yeah, you are cleared. Ryanair 742, descent flight level 130 at 1,500 feet, payment operator.
Descent flight level 130 for Ryanair 742.
Ryanair 742, descent at 1,500 feet, payment operator.
Descent at 1,500 female operator for Ryanair 742.
Skymatix 001, contact Brussels control 131.1, ciao.
131.1, Skymatix 001, thank you for your service. Brussels control, Skymatix 001, we are inbound Alursu.
Skymatix 001, Brussels control, hello, radar contact, proceed direct to Costa. It's Charlie Oscar Alpha.
We will proceed direct to Charlie Oscar Alpha, Skymatix 001. Nice.
Croatia 5321, proceed direct to Babek, Bravo Alpha, Bravo Echo Golf, and continue climb flight level 370.
Aeronox, welcome. Hello, Dave. Let's see, can you get your Navigraph charts viewed on your EFB? Yes, I can. Obviously, I set it up in the plugin, but if I go, yeah, let's go EGSS. I should get them here. Let's quickly grab them from the other side, so I've got numbers to work with. So we're going to do the arrival first. We are looking for 30-2 Bravo. 30-2 Bravo. I'm doing good, Aeronox. How are you doing?
Croatia 5321, proceed direct to Babek, Bravo Alpha, Bravo Echo Golf.
And 431-2.
Croatia 5321, correct, and continue climb flight level 370.
I'm going to take 2A. So that includes the Cat 3 stuff. Then we're going to go for the airport itself. Nope. Bye 737, stay well. Yeah, there you go. So there's the airport. There we have the approach chart, and that is our arrival. We're going to come in from here. TOSVA, as far as I know. TOSVA, yes, we're going to come in here. TOSVA. Right, what I did was, just for your information, I took out the procedure hold, right? And inside the FMC, in the legs list, let me show you quickly, I put in my own concoctions. So at Abbott, I asked the aircraft to be below 210 knots and below 5,000 feet. And so doing that is obviously compensating for me removing the actual procedure hold, because at Abbott you're supposed to be, you see that 8,000, but taking that out, you know, I'm kind of playing ATC with myself here. I just cancelled the restriction. So we're going to be 5,000 or below over there, because it's like a 2-mile distance to our approach fix. Then we don't want to have hassles of altitude. Aeronox, yes. It was just over 30 degrees Celsius here the whole day. I'm not sure what it is right now. Believe it or not, it is 21 degrees still. And I've got a fan up on, blowing on me here, because it's warm. But it's comfortable. It's not breaking anything. Right, so this is obviously, coming back to you, Dave, this is obviously the charts, but what we can also do on the map, instead of using the Navigraph system here, we can actually use the Navigraph en route charts here as well. What's the mistake with the last Explain 12 update? I don't understand. I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing. I won't call it a mistake. It's a question of, you have to download the whole entire global scenery folder. In my case, it's 56 gigabyte. So for me, it's a mistake that they ask you to do it twice in a month. You know, it's a bit much, but you know, it's all for a great cause. So I did it. It took me 2 days to download it, and then I just distributed it locally to my second copy of Explain. But that's kind of weird that they ask you to do it twice in a month, man. So here you go, Dave. There's the en route chart, so you can use them if you want. I just kind of like this one. It's just my preferred version, is just to make my own one quickly in little nav map. Right, now guys, when we start the descent, I'm going to focus again on all the gauges and, you know, something similar to what you guys are seeing now, so that we can get something to show Zibo. So I do apologize, it's not the scenic flight, but it is dark outside anyway, you're not going to see much. But being a test flight, it is what it is. Oh my goodness, like a heat wave, Thunder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just imagine that.
Croatia 531.
Croatia 5321, go ahead.
Croatia 531 is 2 minutes out of cockpit, okay?
Roger, approved, report back.
Roger.
Yeah, you must just do it through the plugin, that's all. It's not that difficult. If you go to your tablet, all you have to do is select your provider to be Navigraph, and then you just click the button. It will open a browser, you type your username and password, and it will ask you, do you want to link? And you say yes. Done. Then it should be in there. Just make sure that you are up to date with your Habitat plugin. Oh, Hakan. I'm okay. He says he's okay, gents.
That's good to hear.
Absolutely, yeah.
He says they felt in Ankara a second earthquake of 7.6 for 1 minute.
Wow.
This time, big disaster.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, shit. In 15 hours, 1,651 people died.
And that's Turkey.
Yeah.
There's also the Syrian one.
Yes.
As well.
Total deaths 2,500 with
Yeah.
Syria.
Squawk 531 back in cockpit.
5321, roger, thank you.
Oh, man, if I could jump out quickly with a parachute, I promise you I would have loved to do that. It would have been so much fun. He says, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. Well, we wish the recovery operation as much success as.
Process control, hello. Contact for Zibo, inbound Tolbu on flight level 300.
Contract 470, Brussels control, good evening. Radar contact, report ready to descend.
Thanks, Aeronox.
Report time ready for descent. Contact for Zibo.
Scotsman, rocky but steady. That's a contradiction because rocky during the climb, steady during the cruise, and we're going to see what's going to happen now in the descent. Then we'll know better. Yeah, beer and French fries. Ooh. Scotsman, there's a good chance it won't go to plan, but that's why we do this and we put it on video so Zibo can have a look. Aye. So you say we spoiled for choice, Aeronox? Right. Course heading should be okay. I beg your pardon. ILS is now okay. Brake is set. Right. Minimums. Need to descend 2,500 and our minimums is 5. That.
Contract 470, descent flight level 270 now.
Descent flight level 270, contract 470.
Wow. Wow. Look at this thing that Hakan just sent me. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Oops, wrong screen. Let's use that.
Contract 470, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Goodbye.
Unicom, thank you very much for your service and have a nice evening.
Same to you.
Aeronox, I'm using Streamlabs OBS.
Oh, that's the fault lines, is it?
Yeah.
Or is that where the...
I think this is the fault lines. He didn't really give a description, so it looks like the fault lines. This is where the big problems are and were and was or something.
See where the southeast, that one running from the Med, across to the right and up, that's where they all are.
I know, but now he's, according to what I read now, there's been one close to Istanbul now as well.
Is it? Oh,
yeah, I'm just going on what he says. I don't want to put his private stuff on the web, but
I'll go and have a look, Mika.
So what he says, Mac, is 5,606 buildings came down in 10 cities.
Yeah.
And he's talking about 11,119 injuries.
Yeah.
I'll do that, Christer.
The last significant one was 1711 Sulu, so just over an hour ago.
Wow. Aeronox, I don't want to put it on YouTube, but I'll show you on Discord one day when you come visit us again. I'll show you some of the stuff.
What I'm reading is, rather than it being up and over one riding, it was a rubbing side to side one.
Yes, yes.
That in the southeast is pushing up north.
Ready for descent.
Yeah. Hakan's gone offline, so I've left him messages, Christer. He was on his mobile, by the way, so he could be in transit, or he could have a signal problem or battery problem or whatever. I can just imagine the disarray in that country at this point in time. I think
Yeah.
everything is standing on its head.
Yeah.
Correct, Rob, correct. I mentioned it briefly earlier. I almost had a fight with a guy in Lebanon today. But fortunately, I checked the map before I opened my big mouth. Because he told me they felt it down in Lebanon, they could feel the shocks. And I thought to myself, no, man, that's too far. And then I went to look at that map. And I mean, if you look at this map that Arkan just gave us, I mean, you can clearly see that fault line runs down to basically Lebanon.
Mm.
You know, it is definitely, it's not a lie. The guy didn't lie to me. So when I think Turkey, I think this area, you know, and that's a bit way off, but I didn't realize how the lay of the land was.
Yeah.
Skymatix 001, when ready, descent flight level 280.
When ready, flight
Well,
level
as I say,
280,
I know
Skymatix
it's
001.
been, I saw a measuring station report. It was felt in Cyprus. So Cyprus is just opposite Lebanon, really.
I know, I can see, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, geography was one of my favorite subjects in high school. I really, really liked it, especially while I was still dreaming of being a real pilot and all those things, you know. So I've got a fairly good idea of where what is, but I did make a mistake today with the extent of where this actual thing happened. So.
Brussels control, good evening,
It's
runner 6
interesting. It's breaking away west at the moment from where that second big earthquake was.
China 6 km,
A number of
to
the
Budapest,
shops
stop
are
of
to the
7
left.
X-ray departure, runway 06, initially climb 4,000 feet, scope 1,000.
Clear to Budapest as filed. Off runway 06, climb 4,000 via the departure stop box 7 X-ray and scope 1,000, runner 6 km.
Runner 6 km, clearance correct, report ready to push.
I will, Christer, I will. Right, so the descent started. I preempted it a little bit before top of descent, so we'll do the 1,000 foot per minute descent, so this can be counted as part of the test. Okay, Christer, stay well. We'll keep an eye on Discord and Arkan for a while. And we'll keep an eye on this descent now, because so far so good, you know. Thanks, Christer.
Skymatix 001, radar service terminated, your frequency change is approved. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your service, sir. We're going to Unicom 122.8, Skymatix 001. Here we go. No, we don't have any more ATC. Hey, SWE, yeah, in time. I've just started descent, so I'm going down now. Scotsman, I'm judging by what I saw with Uncle John. He would literally go up to the red band, into the red band, and the next moment he would be at 250. So he would go high 300s, back down to 250 in a question of less than 5 seconds. You know, so I don't know where it comes from. This was his test route. I wanted to fly a different route, but I did this specifically to try and recreate his flight. So we'll see. I don't know. And he wasn't the only one who checked. Paul and a couple of other guys, I presume, are trying. You know, they went through and checked the legs, they checked the altitudes, the speeds, everything. I mean, when these guys check things, they do it, you know, really meticulously. And they couldn't find a problem, but the aircraft flew like its backside, apparently. Anyway, I like this flight. This flight so far has really been nice. With ATC and all. My friend who wanted to fly with me disconnected at some point in time. I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, shame. With a fine tooth comb. Yeah, correct. Meticulously. Solar Rock. Is there a fix yet for the starting as? Nope. You have to start the Cessna. It's limited to certain chipsets and the NVIDIA drivers. I don't have that problem. Zibo doesn't have the problem. In fact, not many guys in the team have the problem. I know a lot of the guys here watching and on Discord have the problem. But nothing we can do about it at this moment. Just start the Cessna and get it over with. Yeah, I think if Laminar can sort out their instabilities, if NVIDIA can come to the party, and then ultimately, I mean, Zibo has been at it for over 2 years already to try and convert the ex-Lua scripts into C++. And I know there are intermittently issues where the C++ and ex-Lua don't want to talk to each other, and then it makes a big mess and things like that. So it's slow. But ultimately, the Zibo needs to be a C++ aircraft, okay? But that can take another year or two to finalize. At that point in time, it's obviously going to be a much leaner, less resource-intensive aircraft. So if it depends on us and the Zibo team and Zibo himself to make this thing better, you're going to wait because it's not going to happen overnight. If it depends on Laminar, which they've already proven it basically depends on them, then, you know, they have to do what they have to do and fix it, you know, see what happens. I don't know how long that's going to take. And then NVIDIA, I don't know what they did, man. It's one of those funny things that there's three things working together to give one problem. Yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Rock. SWE, I use X-Pilot when I fly VATSIM, and obviously I use the IVAO pilot client altitude. And I fly right now. This is on IVAO. Mac, are you watching? Paul, are you watching?
Yeah.
Like a hawk.
Can you imagine? Look at my speeds.
Yep.
I must admit I missed, but I'm joining you.
I don't know why. Oh, there we go. It's done a recalculation. I was just saying, it seems to
Got
have
the
lost.
level flight though, and the top of descent, so
Yeah.
that might be it. Sorry.
No problem. No, you go for it. There it comes again. It obviously had to recalculate a little bit there.
I'm going to watch you all the way down.
Hey,
Yeah, you have to, Uncle John. I'll tell you when I pull the speed brake.
like me, like Paul, like a hawk.
Yeah.
And Mac will watch like an osprey.
Yep.
Nico, could you, if it's not a problem, could you put your yokes back out again?
Like that, Mac?
Yeah. What it gives an indication of is how much aileron input's being used with the crosswind. That's what I was getting at.
All right.
Hello all.
Hello, Hakan.
Hello, Hakan.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. I appreciate. I feel really better.
Good. Yeah, we were worried. I was thinking about you all day.
Do you
Yeah,
have any family, friends, or anything down that area of the country?
I don't have any family member there, even I don't have any relative there. However, my friends, relatives there, lots of people died, so many people affected.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering whether I mean, it's a loss to the country, but it's not personally hit you yet.
Yeah, the problem is also cold. The weather is cold and rainy.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's a lot of bad news. And the Syrian, I know it's a different country, but the Syrian infrastructure is less able to survive those sort of shocks, probably more than the Turkish side. But there's some devastation video coming out at the moment.
Yeah, Syria is also affected. I think people that there more than Turkey, maybe, I don't know. We will see. But I can say that in Ankara today I felt a lot. I was at the job during that earthquake. I mean 7.6.
Yeah.
It took too long. So after that earthquake, I said that if we feel like this in Ankara, somewhere really went terrible. I thought immediately. After a while, we heard it was 6.7 in same place, but another earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Your girlfriend, is she alright, Hakan? Her family alright?
Yeah, everybody is fine. I don't have any information from my closest friends and relatives. As I said, there is nobody living from my relatives and friends there. However, some of my ex-friends' families there. So, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter whether they are living or not. This is disaster. This is there is no. Yeah, there is no nationality. There is no some relativeness. There is no some friendship. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would say is when you can be involved in something like this and the rescue side of it, but if it becomes closely personal, it's much harder to hide grief.
Look, I am ex-soldier. I have.
You know where I'm
education.
coming from then.
Yeah, I have education to help the people. Today, our company requested help, but it will be depending on to my girlfriend because my girlfriend is a nurse. If
Alright.
if she's going to be there, I will go with her. I decided to like that. Also, my company's one club is for rescue. And tomorrow, probably they are going to be in earthquake region. They are waiting for a name list. But this situation is so serious, guys. But no, it is not a normal one. Okay, it is not like in the Izmir. It is not like in somewhere else. Or this is really terrible. 2 earthquake in a day and very high.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's just been 2 more, 4.7 and 5.3 as well.
Yeah. By the way, this is not. I would like to say that this is so important. Whenever I face with the earthquake, everybody compare with the Japan. Okay. Unfortunately, this is not comparable. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Therefore, we don't want to people die in my country. Okay. However, our opportunities are realities and our conditions like that. Okay. Even I live the same situation in 1999 in Istanbul. I cannot explain how fear was around. Okay, about earthquake in Istanbul. So I think I can empathy with these people who live the earthquake in southeast of Turkey right now. Therefore, if something okay, if conditions will be okay, I would like to go to that place to help people. Another one of the airport is closed due to the earthquake because the runway is broken. In Hatay. Okay.
I've got to say that I was looking at a runway.
Yeah.
Now where was it?
Helicopters cannot fly due to the weather conditions.
Yeah.
And many people are under buildings right now, and I heard that, I am not sure about this. Mostly they die from cold.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah. There was one report of people, somebody had a kidney operation yesterday and actually had a needle in their arm. And all the inpatients in the hospital just pulled all these needles out, ran outside. And as I say, this patient's recovering from a kidney operation from yesterday and they're outside in the cold. Yeah. So there's a lot of tragedy going on.
Yeah. Another one in one city, a hospital's old building is fell down. So
Transition level.
there is no so big problem about the hospital issues in Turkey right now. But as I said, this is enormous. Okay, this is not normal one, abnormal one.
And is the infrastructure of the roads in that area going to be able to cater to get people out of that area, or is it pretty well?
Let me say something about that. This question answer a little bit deeper. Okay, last 20-25 years, Turkey started building their infrastructure. Okay, that was the, I think, initiation. However, the most important problem is education of people. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, look, another contradiction here. We, as Turks or Kurds, or what you think, in Turkey, we are so emotional people. Okay. Before thinking, we sometimes under some conditions we behave with our feelings.
Yeah.
Here we have fear. Okay.
Yeah.
Fear is getting annoyed to people a little bit.
Yeah.
Without education and fear together, they try to go with their car to reach their family members in the earthquake area. This is not okay because governmental or much more better help delaying. Okay. This is beside of infrastructure problem. There is no, by the way, in parentheses, there is no too much infrastructure problem. However, people's behavior after the earthquake is not good, but I don't blame them because they emotional. Okay. Somehow a little bit related to education, somehow related to growing up in that area. I don't blame the people, by the way, but the only thing I can say deeper like this. Okay.
1,000 to go.
Hakan,
tell me.
No, I think we understand. I think we get what you're trying to say there. I'm about to land, guys. So I had a bit of a runaway there, but again, it was because of the big dip. I mean, the one waypoint from the one to the next was a freaking huge dip to get down there. Eh? No, sir, no, Magnus, no, I'm not crashing.
It went a bit bonkers, passing 10,000 as well, didn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it was the elevation difference between the 2 points there was a lot, and then it just went for the nosedive.
But it's still doing at the moment a continuous descent. As such. It hasn't leveled off anywhere, has it?
Yes,
Paul?
it did.
It did a couple of times. Yeah, I think we had 2 or 3 top of descents coming down. We had to level off and then recalculate and then come down, step down basically.
Right, I missed that.
In time.
Now, all of a sudden, you've lost your wind, so presumably you've got light winds where you. Oh, there it's back again.
Yes, Magnus.
But it's only 6 knots now.
Yeah, true.
Nico, did you see the map that I sent you?
Yes. Explain that map a little bit.
Okay, then after your landing, I don't want to interrupt you right now.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Localizer capture.
Is he going to turn?
Yes, it's turn. I was thinking the same, Mac.
Yeah. It's picking it up nicely.
I never use Warlock anymore because they usually clear you to intercept the ILS, and then the moment you hear that, you just go approach and final and finishing clock. But anyway, because that was one thing that was mentioned earlier with SAS, so I just thought, why not?
Flaps 10 set.
Lost
Do we
my
need the landing
autopilot
gear
for some
up?
reason. I just lost my autopilot.
Oh. 2,100. What's the top of that next waypoint?
I don't know, Mac. Give me a second. Now I need to quickly make a plan here. This is, it was from the final approach fixed down. I don't know how on earth this thing lost it, but it did. Damn it.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Yeah, Krista mentioned something exactly like that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's when you change from Warlock to approach, that's when the autopilot dies.
Yeah.
Right,
And yet
so
it worked okay for Sasso, didn't it, Paul?
Yes.
And it also worked for me.
well, I don't usually use the Warlock. Okay, if I had just stuck to my approach button, I would never have seen this error. So the code issue is obviously in there.
Well, Paul got me to use the Warlock.
Yeah. Because that is under investigation. That's why we did it.
And it worked, didn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can't help it if you are Zibo's favorite, okay?
The thing is, we can, with this stream, go back and reanalyze it again,
Yeah.
Nico, so thank
Exactly why we do it, Mac, you know?
Yeah.
Flaps 30 set.
I'm
Ready for
grateful
landing
for
checklist.
running this, Nico.
Yeah, no problem, Uncle John.
500. Clear
Are
to
you
land
going
runway
to do a
22.
go around and then try and do it again, Nico, or not?
Not really, but you know what? Now that you mention it, I might as well.
300.
Well, it was just to prove whether it was the way we approached the ILS, and if you did it on a go around, whether we could pick it up
The
the next
approach.
time.
Approaching decision height.
Jan, yes, I'm flying manually because I lost my autopilot there. So let me just quickly go flaps 15 and gear up here. There's my trusty old flight director is back. So we can go to our
Flaps
roll
15
mode
set.
and we have. Yes, it is. It is a lot of fun. So there we go. Right,
Flaps
so
5 set.
stay like that. We're going to just turn around and come back. Let's set up our approach again. ILS 22.
Sorry if you've talked into that, Nick.
No. I didn't want to do it. I'm honest, but you know what? It's a great idea. So who am I to worry about that? No, let's do it. Jan, because McTrying gave me a brilliant idea. The test was to see what happens with Warlock. So from Warlock to approach, by clicking the approach button, we lost command A, which is obviously a code fault. That's a problem, okay? So the idea was to go land and then go sleep, and then Mac convinced me to do the go around so that we can do the approach only with the approach button and see if we lose the autopilot again. See? So that is the reason.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Nico didn't have control of the situation, just that trying to make the most of the testing opportunities that we've got.
You see, Scotsman, you got it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use heading select. I'm not going to fly the whole missed approach thing. Let's go for heading select and just help ourselves. SK-san, you're also correct. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. That is actually giving me something to think about. He's right, Mac. The better test would actually be to do exactly the same thing. Use Warlock, then go
I
to
agree.
approach. Yeah, let's do
That's
that.
what
Yeah, let's do that.
But go a little bit further out. Try not to approach it quite so short.
Yes, no, I agree. No frequencies, everything is fine. There's no problem with that. Whatever it is, it's in the code behind the scenes between Warlock switching to approach. That's what it is.
It may be there's a slight delay in the Zibo working it out, and we got too close to the top of the ILS.
Look, it could be. Listen, I'm speculating now, but it could be that the one is still running on XLOWI and the other one is running on C++. And I know from experience that those two don't always talk to each other. You know, not timelessly enough, quick enough, fast enough, whatever you want to say it. It's, you know, and then there's like this missing link.
Yeah.
I hope so, Scotsman.
Everybody likes a bargain.
Oh, yes.
Sasso would be proud of you, Nico.
I'll be glad. So, hello, Tommy.
Sasso gave us one hell of a show this afternoon.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. So what's
Sorry, Sasso. I wouldn't have said anything.
Sasso,
we told me was a problem with the ILS.
Who told you what? Say again.
I don't know. YouTube sent me a notification.
Yes. Right. Okay. So I tried VOR
Yeah,
lock.
I already analyzed the flight data recorder. No worries.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
the first thing is, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Please go in the iPad and set VNAV alt off.
No, but why do we want to do that?
Because I have not VNAV alt installed and mine worked perfectly this afternoon. So the first thing I want to try is to see if the problem comes from VNAV alt.
Okay. Well, that would be a slight change.
That's it. Now, I need you to go, if you don't mind, at 3,000 feet, speed 200 knots. That's it. Just climb in vertical speed. Yeah, 210 is okay. 210 is okay. Sorry. 210 is okay. And yes, climb in vertical speed. It's just 500 feet. It's runway 22. Perfect. And then we can do a right turn and set the center fix on top. That's it. And Mr. LNAV. Okay. Now, the ILS is set. Frequency minima courses. And we're flying with Command A. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Right, so VNAV Alt is not installed.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Ready for descent procedure.
All these little...
Approach top.
Reset MCP, yeah, forget that message, don't worry. No. Go Alt Alt. No, forget VNAV, Alt Alt, that's it. Okay.
Just lost command A, so I'm just gonna go back to T10.
Go now VNAV again. Okay, speed intervent. 210, flap 1. Perfect. Now it will level off and it will go into Alt. That's what I'm expecting at some point. Okay, great.
Flaps 1 set.
Okay, 11 miles, core sensing, arm localizer, please.
Arm the localizer.
Only the localizer.
Flap
5, match speed. That's it. Leave it now to him. Let's see what he does.
I think so, Scotsman.
Let's see. Speed is nicely coming back, so we're good. 9 miles, ident is there. So everything seems fine to me.
Localizer capture.
Well,
okay, wait. Let him do the job.
Okay.
We are anyway. We are below glide, so
Yeah,
it's
I
not
see.
an issue. We're good. Now press approach.
Take it out.
Okay. Press it command.
Oh, there's no command. Look, the flight director is gone.
Yes. So press approach now. No, don't reset anything. Keep the flight director on. Press approach. Now press command A.
Glide slope capture.
That's it. So there is a problem somewhere.
Yes.
But I haven't had that problem this afternoon, and I did exactly the same thing.
I don't know, my friend. Zibo's gonna have to analyze the code. You were flying 6B, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And I had no issue at all with the ILS.
And you used Warlock then approach? Or just approach?
Always.
Cabin
Always.
crew,
Warlock
take your
then
seats,
approach.
Prepare for landing.
All right, well. Now we know it's
Then to look at.
Sorry, Uncle John?
It's a bit more for Zibo to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here fast asleep, lying almost on my back, feet up, and I'm checking. Here's the runway coming. Oh my goodness.
Come on, get a grip.
Yeah, get a grip. I'm telling you.
Now I want a nice landing, Nico, huh?
I'm gonna try.
I smashed the aircraft earlier, but anyway.
Jeffrey, no, the real world weather is on. It just, when the wind dies there, it means it's below 6 knots. It only registers from 6 knots up. So we're in the real world, real time, real weather, everything. No worries, Jan, go enjoy. We'll talk later or tomorrow or sometime again.
What is all that flashing on the left? Bloody hell.
Oscrister, his airport.
Runway 22.
Oh my.
Firework display.
It's the welcoming committee.
The local news, the local news reporters.
Yes, they're seeing
Taking
Skymatix
pictures.
coming into land. Look at those flashes.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
You know what? That's all journalists spotting the flare.
Yeah.
A rave down there. Yeah, you got it, Scotsman.
Keep it there. Forget the flight director.
50, 40, 30, 20.
That's it. Hold it there. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked.
Yeah, that's strange, that thing with the approach.
60 knots.
Oh, what?
Yet. Great landing. You are professional.
You want to watch out, Sasso. Somebody's after your job.
I wish.
You'll have to move seats. Mind you, do you want a downgrade from Captain Nico?
With Sasso in the left seat, I don't mind.
Oh. But you know, I love the right seat because I can do the cowboy style, and then they will blame the left seat. That's the thing.
The trouble is, if Sasso's in the left-hand seat, might get confused and start calling you Linda.
Oh my!
Can you imagine?
Oh, I have to grow my hair. Shave the beard and grow the hair. Yeah, there we go.
Interesting though, Nico. Thank you for the exercise.
Absolutely.
Yes, Dave, you need to come join us with Shared Cockpit, man. I don't know if you're part of the team already, but yeah, so far so good. Quick question, Sasso.
Go, boss.
Auto brake. When do you switch it to off in the real world? When you are off the runway?
When the first officer does the after landing flow. In other words, when you vacate the runway, you're taxiing to the stand.
Okay. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Anyway, yeah.
I had another 737 pilot on stream the other day, and he rapped me over the knuckles. I never switch the bloody thing off when I'm on the runway, and I don't know why I did it. I just did it, and he saw it, and he said, "No, you don't do that. That's an immediate fail."
Yes, absolutely. That would be a line check fail if you do that on the line. Absolutely. The only way to disarm the auto brake is to press the toe brake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toe brake I do anyway, but it was me touching that knob that sent him off. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind his tuition. I just never asked him because I was too embarrassed at the time. You know, when do you guys really switch it off? So, Dimitri, you were asking?
I have a quick question to Sasso. I don't know if you can answer it here or not, but Sasso, is there a way to find a normal checklist from your operator somewhere on the net?
I have no clue, man. I have no idea. I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough.
Scotsman, if you fail the line check, you can't fly. It is that, eh, Sasso?
Affirm.
Yeah,
yes.
You're grounded.
You're grounded. You can either be sent for remedial training in the simulator and then redo the line check, or you just do a line check 1 or 2 days after. Yeah. Nico, recycle the flight director, please. So that works good. Okay. I don't know, gents. I don't want that is something because Krister had this issue and he's on 3.5. He's not on 6B.
Yeah.
So I wonder if these problems kicks in when Zibo corrected the problem with the 360 and 000.
Very possible.
Because he played with Warlock function there.
Write him, Sasso, write him and ask him and tell him.
No, unfortunately I can now because I'm running out. Actually, I'm with the iPad around the house and I have to run away.
Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? If you don't mind, Nico, just drop him a text in the dev room, just saying at what time in this streaming he can check the problem that you had with the minutes. You know.
All right.
Just for him to have a quick video to see. And then in the next days, as soon as I have a moment, then I will try to organize a session with him in the dev room, and we'll start from there.
Yep.
Probably as soon as he watched the video, then he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I know, it's this code, blah blah."
Yeah, of course.
Aye. And now we can tell him, point out that on the first attempt was with VNav alt installed, the second one was with VNav alt not installed.
Yes.
So you can see that we tried basically both options. Because until 3.3, I always use Borlock and then approach, and never had an issue. So that's it. Anyway.
Go.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go. We'll talk with you in the next couple of days.
Okay, cheers, Sasso.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, Sasso.
Have a good flight.
Who called me?
I
So tell me.
wanted to explain this map you said.
You know what? Wait till we get offline, then we've got more time. We can be more relaxed. Let me quickly park and stop the stream. You don't mind?
No problem, of course.
Thank you, Nico, and everybody.
Welcome,
Learning a lot
Tommy.
among the best pilots, Zibo pilots in the world.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, man.
Bye-bye. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Bye, Tommy.
Bye.
Tommy.
Bye.
Right. Fucking Brexit. Shutdown procedure.
Is everything okay, Hakan? Are you affected by the earthquake? I hope everything is good.
Everything is fine from my side, but I'm sad, of course. Thank you for asking.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
At one point, interesting at the moment, Hakan, all the activity now seems to be spreading west of where that second big quake was.
Could you please say again? I didn't understand your question clearly because of my English, not.
Hang on, I'll show you what I mean.
Right, guys, let me quickly say goodbye to everybody on stream. Ladies and gentlemen, have fun. Thank you for watching. We'll catch up with you in the rest of the week sometime again. Bye-bye.
Have a safe next week.